Alright, everyone, welcome back to Automotive Anatomy to Offset Conversations. Today I'm busting out the headphones. Hopefully the sound quality sounds a little bit better, but I doubt it because we're in a definitely budgety resource kind of thing. But again, thank you guys for tuning in. Even though these episodes seem very easy, they're very difficult. It takes a little bit of planning and setting things up and things like that. But we enjoy it. We're having fun. At least I'm having meaningful conversations with you guys, and just kind of wanted to touch different bases on the car community and things that are not car community related. So today's question, I believe next episode we're definitely gonna have our very first non-car related question. I guess we could tie it back to car stuff. We'll see how it goes. But today we're gonna continue with the theme of cars. Just 8 Mechanic on YouTube asked, fake versus real parts, rims, wings, body kits, etc. That's a topic that we can speak on all day. So what do I think on fake and real stuff? Now, let's be honest. Replica wheels, 95% of the time will look not as nice as the other type of wheels that they're trying to duplicate. So we all have different budgets, and that's something that we need to understand before I continue. Authentic parts, for the most part, will always be, for the most part, will always be better. I will always say, take your time, wait 5, 4, 6 months, a year even, to buy that part that you really want. At the time, you're not gonna feel like, oh man, everybody's buying, blah, blah, blah. You will be so much happier with you buying authentic stuff at the end, because the car will look a certain way, and if that's what you're looking for, then it's worth the wait. If you're at the track, your car will perform and that's not to say that authentic wheels will not break at the track or even driving. I had my jet lines crack. Now, big disclaimer is I rode on them on very low stretch tires. The car was slammed. Obviously, that's not how a wheel is supposed to be. And so that definitely had a lot to do with the wheel cracking, okay? My Mugen M7s also cracked. Again, running very stretched tire, very slam, and that's obviously one of the reasons why I cracked. After I stepped it up to 25, 45 tires, which were super beefier, but I was just sick and tired of cracking wheels and fixing them. Now they haven't cracked, but the way the car looks and the quality, I'm so glad that I went with those 2 wheels. And the reason why I say that is because my very first set of wheels were XXR006, the Sport Max. I absolutely love it. I bought them for $450. I went all the way to Riverside. My brother went with me, and that was my very first set of wheels. I was like, man, this is amazing. And at the time, that's the money that I had. Looking back, I think lack of knowledge and a little bit of impatience. If I would have saved a little bit more money, I think I would have ended up getting a better quality, maybe an XXRs or whatever. My problem too that I had at the time was finding a 4x114.3 wheel that wasn't 16-inch. I really wanted a 17 inch for that core. It just looks proper. But going back to authentic versus replicas, I do believe that there is a very specific time that I'm okay with replicas. And when I say that is, if that's what you're going for, if you're okay with not having the prettiest wheels, if it's your daily for that matter, and you're like, I'm cool, I just want the car to look, miles drop and it looks okay, it's my commuter, it's my beater, I'm alright with that. I'm cool with that as well. Whatever you find appropriate for you. No, I don't want you rocking Mugen whatever on your daily. For what? It's just, to me, there's no point. I'm sure there's people that do that, but to me it's like, well, be ready to get them, get them stolen. Somebody's gonna steal them from you. That's the only time that I feel like if you're rocking some whatever replica, you got the wheels for very, very cheap, you're not using them to autocross or track or anything like that, you're just a simple cruiser, why not? If that was what makes you happy and you pull it off, execution and wheels are 2 different worlds. You can have very nice wheels and have poor fitment. That's just on you because you didn't do your research. the wheels will be the wheels. And so that's what I do think that, I guess buying replica wheels are okay if you're just for your daily and you're like, man, I don't really mind. I like the way it looks. Move on. But also understand that if you are patient, authentic wheels at a reasonable price will come up. Just a matter of time. Sometimes it's just when you're looking, nothing comes up. When you're not looking, everything seems to pop up. Now with the body kits, Jackie is rocking all rep Mugen kit. Now, I don't have a problem with that whatsoever. I'm telling you, it's replica. Everybody knows it's a replica kit from VIS Racing sides and rear. One, it's very difficult to find the part that you're looking for those cars, and just in general. And two, if I was to have an authentic Mugen from Lip, I don't even know where I would find that because Ralph keeps hoarding all of them. If I put it on, it gets damaged. It's like, good job, $1,200, whatever, $1,000 plus Lip, just to say you have an authentic one. It doesn't make sense to me personally. But that's kind of my opinion on the wheels and the body kit. Now, engine compartment, I would always say if you're gonna mess with the engine compartment, just take your time. I definitely wouldn't mess with the whole engine compartment and put and cheap out on that, because that little tiny problem will come back much bigger. And when it comes to suspension, so camber arms, I don't have any experience with any eBay camber stuff, so I can't say. A lot of people have definitely expressed how they dislike it. Other people have said it's been working fine for many years and I'm okay with it. But ultimately, I'm gonna say this: buying authentic wheels and body kits will give you more satisfaction. It will definitely make the car look nicer, but it all comes back to your budget and what your goal for the car is. If it's a car that you're gonna put into shows and things like that, then yeah, you probably should definitely go for authentic stuff, because what ends up happening is you're going to take your car with authentic parts and a very well done, no gaps, perfectly matched, body kit and wheels and visors or whatever you want to call it. And you're going to see the difference from other cars that may not have those parts. And if you're the person who does not have those parts, you're definitely going to see the difference between your car and the other people's car. Don't get discouraged. Learn. Keep building. Now, unless you're 1,000% content with the way your cars look and you're super proud of it, hey, by all means, keep building, But just letting you guys know that there is going to be a difference. And when it comes to some replica parts, like I said, body kits, some stuff is very hard to find. Some people like myself, I can't justify paying $1,200 for a lip that I'm going to rock and get destroyed. Although now, especially with the budgeting, now that I'm in a much better situation financially, I am older, I am able to afford a certain, more luxuries, hence the Mugens M7s, but it took time. It's not like I saw them on the website and I was like, oh, I'm going to buy them tomorrow. No, that was like an 8-month purchase that I discussed with, my wife, and we, I was like, oh, Jesus, go get them. The same thing with the jet lines. That was like a 6-month thing. At the time, she was my girlfriend. She's like, just get them. It's time. You've worked hard. You've taken the time to do things right. And so I just understood now that if you want something to look very proper, if you have a car, Gabe's, S2000 with immaculate fitment with those TE37, he spent the time and the research and the money, and he has quality parts, and so therefore his car's going to look a certain way. Don't expect to get the same results if you have, Whistler wheels or JNC. And honestly, I'm not hating. There's somebody out there who's creating those wheels. By all means, man, keep doing your thing. JNC, Whistler, I can't think of other brands. I guess Roda is the big joke, but some Roda wheels I really like. Some dudes go drifting all the time in the Roda wheels, and they're like, dude, they've been nothing but amazing, and I'm cool with that. Like, we have this idea that every single wheel has to be authentic, but sometimes we're rocking T37s and a whole bunch of aero, and we never go to the track. So what's up with that? So if when you want to get technical, yes, the car looks super aggressive and it looks so much nicer. You have white body on, but you're never taking the car to the track. Hey, ultimately do what you want, ultimately build what you desire. But just kind of that's my take on replica versus real. If you have a replica mostly car, don't expect it to look as nice as a authentic kind of car. But at the same time, don't go out there and spend. I don't believe in spending $2,000 on some side skirts that might fall off in the freeway, and it's like, that's it. Good job, you have authentic stuff. So to each its own. Mad respect to those who are actually rocking authentic stuff and they drive it like that. I don't know how you guys do it, but mad respect to that. And so thank you guys for the question. Just a mechanic on YouTube. And remember, what's your take on that? Do you feel that authentic parts should be all the time, whether it's for a daily track or spirited driving, or do you think that there's a space for the replicas? I don't know. Let me know in the comment section. Remember, we go for the car and we stay for the person. So thank you guys so much. Be kind, keep building, and see you guys in the next one.